Raspberry lemonade. That's good stuff. Okay, this is not about raspberry lemonade. This is about the 3D printed ERRF Derby. So at ERRF, East Coast Rip Rap Festival, they're having a Pinewood Derby race where you 3D print a Pinewood Derby car. Not Pinewood Derby because there's no pine. It's 3D printed, so it's a 3D printed Derby. The only thing that has to be non-3D printed are the four wheels, which in mine will be the four wheels and the axle. I think I went a little bit too far. I have some really small parts, so I'm going to assemble it in a video, see how it goes. I have test fitted a lot of this, but not all of it, so some of this stuff might not fit. I went a little too far. Anyway, let's get to the video. We'll go over the parts I've built and how I'm going to assemble it, and hopefully it doesn't break where it's so very, very, very tiny. Some of it's really, really, really tiny. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay then. Oops, I just lost one of this. Alright, I hope you can see all this. Some of this stuff is extremely tiny. Let's go over all the parts. First off, this is the radiator and the fan, and then a bunch of really, really tiny pulleys. And there's this little itty bitty. Here we go. I lost it. This little tiny water pump, and the intake manifold, the block and transmission. I actually had the block and transmission separate, but I didn't like the look, so I printed it together. It was just getting too much. Valve covers, header exhaust, the main body, a windshield, 2 door windows, and 2 rear windows. Then we have the actual body, some screws that I 3D printed to attach the body to the frame. I have a little hole in the bottom of the body. Now this is kind of rough. I only did 1 or 2 layers. I was trying to keep it light. I wasn't sure how heavy this was going to be. I was a little too worried, I guess, because it's probably going to end up being too light from what little measurements I've done, weights. But there's a pocket here for weights. And then the wheels and axles. So I'm hoping with a little luck I'll be able to just crazy glue everything together and use some needle nose pliers to hold the very small parts and hopefully don't screw this up too bad. So let's get to it. Let's start with the easier things. Hopefully this glue works. I haven't used it in a while, and I probably should have checked before I started doing this, but I'm just going to put a couple of drops in here. I'm going to just squish this down in. Now I have test fitted this, and I know it will go and stay. Look at that. Tom Llama rod. Oh, glued my finger to it. Now, the fun part. I need something like this will work. And then I should have this out already. I use zip ties for applying glue now and again. I should probably cut a couple of them. Oops. Let's get the actual cutters. And I cut little sticks, little angles, so I can apply glue more accurately. And, well, let's do the hardest part, the motor. The water pump is probably going to set everything else up. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I kind of have bumps in the block here to preset, hopefully, where everything goes. The water pump was a secondary thought. I didn't think I was ever going to get it to fit, so I didn't originally model it Then I discovered I probably can get it to fit. So now I gotta find a way to glue it on there. And this is not gonna be easy. That's for those, but I'm not sure it'll matter. Probably end up gluing myself to it. Okay, that looks like it'll stay. It's pretty close to where it needs to be. Okay, water pump attached. Let's see if we can get some pulleys attached. This would be the bottom pulley, the bigger one. This is just not going to be easy. What I think I'm going to do is put the actual drop right on the block. It's probably too much. That was stupid. That's what I got that paper towel for. You guys can't see. And of course it's stuck to my finger. Alright. There's the crank pulley on. This is not going to be easy. Let's put a drop of glue right here for the alternator pulley. I don't even screw with it. That worked out okay. Let's put a drop here for the power steering pump pulley. Oh, that's a little too much glue, but that's alright. Flip that over. Put that in there. Get it somewhat lined up. That's really funny. A little V8 coming together. Okay. Last of these parts is the fan. We have a little fan. There's glue on there. And here's my fan. This should be the easiest one to put on. Sit and stick for a minute. And there we go. We have a little V8 front end. Next is the intake manifold and carburetors. And as you can see, I had to go Hot Rod Special with the 4x2 intake and carburetors. 4x2, I don't know if you're a Hot Rod person, but a 4x2 means there's 4 2-barrel carburetors. It's very old with the old flathead V8s. Alright, let's glue that in. Not that any of this is even close to accurate in size. I just guessed as I did it. Come on, glue. I know there's some in there. Plenty in there. That should be enough. And let's glue it to the water pump too, so it'll actually help hold the water pump. Of course, I can't see what I'm doing. Probably too much glue, but I'm over it.
It's 8 o'clock.
Just sit that puppy in there. And it's not straight, which would have sucked. It's some seriously tiny stuff, especially for my fat fingers. I am not a delicate person. And we got some valve covers, which we gotta glue on next. They're actually kind of warped. I was hoping I could straighten them out. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Alright, had a little cinnamon bun interruption. Cinnamon buns, yum. Alright, we have one valve cover on. Well, I had to put the other valve cover on. Don't look quite right, but that's alright. Now we have some headers. This one I still think I gotta clean up a little bit.
This is the last one I printed.
Little glue. Actually, need to put it right on the header. And I should have done better lighting here. Let's try and get this as straight as possible. I'm kind of just guessing.
That's supposed to be instant go.
Looks a little better. Let's try that again. This way to do this. Alright, that seems to be holding. Vroom vroom. A little V8. Let's go try the other side.
Little silence.
Alright. It's our little V8. It is one tiny little V8. Alrighty then, next step. Let that all, and we'll knock it over gently. So very tiny. Let's put some windows in. I've already test fitted most of these. They do need a little cleanup still, so I will give them a quick file.
Just so they fit a little better.
Like I said, I've already test fitted most of this stuff, and they're pretty close. Not right on. At least it was.
Alright, this was in there before. I had it in there before.
Okay, it's in. Windshield. Still a little more filing on these.
Make sure they fit.
Or it just doesn't want to quite fit. But it's in there. Hopefully it won't pop out. And there's the side of the car. Windshield, door mirror, door window, glass, door window, glass, and rear window. Let's do the other side. Actually, I'll just edit this out because you don't want to watch that.
That's words.
And there we go. We have windows. Now, the rest of it is fairly straightforward. Let's actually put the wheels on. And that way I don't screw up the motor. And they just push right in. Now, I've already fitted these. I used a little drill bit to put them in. And I had to open the holes up, but I already did that. Come on, back out. There we go. And there's the body. Now, this screws down. We have two holes, and the axles line up, and it screws in with these yellow 3D printed screws. And again, I've test fitted these. I actually printed about 5 sets because I was worried about breaking them, which I did a couple times. But I pre-test the threads and make sure everything's gonna hold. You don't need to crank it down too hard. And there's the chassis. So all we got left to do is glue this puppy into place. And look at that. Exhaust manifold, spread it. That might actually be a good thing. they were supposed to go down below it. Oh well, I think when I glued it I didn't give it enough angle. Just pull it out a little. That should do it. And it does. And there you go. Let's glue her down. Couple of drops of glue here. Wiggle it around. Couple of drops of glue here. Wiggle it around. Bring this puppy in. Set it down. Kind of get it centered. And press. And hopefully it holds. It's not really centered, but it's close enough. Because the glue's holding down. And there you go. There's my 3D printed ERRF car. Dun-dun-dun. It's got a little fan which you can't see. I should have made it a different color because it's black. There's pulleys all in the front. And there it is. A hot rod. So that's it. That's my 3D printed hot rod for the ERRF Derby. Not going to win any races. She's certainly not aerodynamic. But really didn't do it to win races. I did it because, one, it was just plain fun. And two, I like that kind of car. I just think old hot rods are freaking cool. So there you go.